Hey everyone, how's it going? It is in fact your boy Draw for Death Metal here, and today I am bringing you my first deck profile. And this deck profile is going to be my Tenpai Dragon Ruler deck profile. So the Tenpai Dragons are usually made of cards like Tenpai Dragon Fadra, Tenpai Dragon Tundra, as well as, if I can find it in here anyway, you've got Pydra and you've got Genroku. So these cards are really good for getting resources, getting your spells and traps to hand, as well as special summoning your other dragons, including during the battle phase for easy synchro summons. So in terms of the ratios that I usually play, I believe 2 Fadra, 2 Pydra, 2 Genroku, and because Chandra is limited on the Forbidden list, I can only play one of them. But usually I think 2 is just the most consistent, and it gives me room for my Dragon Ruler side of the deck, which I'll get into now. So in terms of the Dragon Rulers anyway, I've got Red Ox here, as well as its bigger counterpart, Rectin and Red Ox, which is the Earth Dragon Ruler here. I play only, I believe, I only played 2 of the big Dragon Rulers. Got Tidal, who's the water one. Blaster, who is fire. I play 2 of each of these, as well as 2 Tempests. Never mind, I do play 2 Redox there. There we go. And for Blaster, I have one Burner. I have one Burner as well, because I use the new Dragon Ruler support. Oh, and there's also a Lightning, as well as a Stream. So they're the ones that I usually play for the regular Dragon Rulers, but I also play 3 of Spectral, the Dragon Ruler of Flickers, simply because it's a really good starter, it's a really good searcher, because you can discard this card and one other card, and you get to add 2 Dragon Rulers from your deck to your hand, which is pretty good, which is why I don't really feel the need to play any more of the regular Dragon Rulers, because Spectral can search them, so it's all good. In terms of other cards I do play a copy of Sangen Furo, Sangen Kaiho, Sangen Kaiman, as well as Summoning. Kaiman and Summoning are limited, so you can only play one of them. But I also play some other disruption cards, such as Ghost Spell Haunted Mansion, Called by the Grave, which is limited to 1 anyway. I play some destruction and removal stuff, i.e. Harpy's Feather Duster. I play Raigeki. Draw Lockbird to stop the opponent from searching. Nibiru is an emergency field wipe. I've got Ash in here as well. Got a couple of copies of Infinite Permanence, as well as Sales Ban, which again is kind of a last minute thing for a big scary monster, like a Ryziel Detonator for example. Just stop that from happening that turn, and the other restriction that applies to the rest of the duel doesn't really affect me, because I don't play that. I've also got a couple copies of Nebulous of Mishaps, so I can bring out some Dragon Rules from the Banishment, as well as a copy of Blackgloat Laughs for the same reason as the Sales Ban. I know it's not perfect, I know I'm not the best, but I wanted to have a decent size engine for the Dragon Rulers because they are the bulk of what makes this deck. And again, I don't really play competitively, mainly just because Scotland doesn't really have a lot of that as much as I would like it. I would love to be able to maybe go to some locals or some YCSs or something, but it just doesn't really exist in this country, at least that I know of, and I just don't have the time a lot of the time anyway. Otherwise I would absolutely be doing that. For the extra deck for Dragon Rulers, it's mainly Synchronic Z's, so I've got Chasma. This is the main one. This isn't the main one, sorry. The main one is the Eclipse Dragon Ruler Catastrophes, because I can gain the effects of the smaller Dragon Rulers to bring out the bigger ones easier, to get another XZ summon of Chasma, and when both of them are on the field, I can then bring out the boss monster, which is Disaster Dragon Ruler of all Apocalypses, because not only does he have these two as material, he can attach the other 4 Dragon Rulers of all the attributes to him as material, and once that's happened, he has stupid amounts of attack, 4600 attack and defense, and he's completely unaffected by all other card effects, which is kind of nuts. Very nuts. So I play 3 copies of Eclipse, 3 copies of Chasma, 2 copies of Disaster. Got a Blaze Supreme Ruler of all dragons as well for some destruction, and just to have an extra body in the field just in case, like either I lose Auroras or Catastrophes. And I also run the Tenpai Dragon Synchros. I run 3 of Sangenpai Bident Dragon and 2 of Sangenpai Transcendent Dragon. And for some removal I have Black Rose Moonlight Dragon as well, just to get rid of a special summon monster, get it back to the hand. But yeah, that is my Dragon Ruler Tenpai deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it around, all that good stuff. And yeah, be ready for more deck profiles in the future. Peace and love. Mwah.